So one of the biggest films I think that we are going to get hopefully this year is going to be Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. The film had its screening at the Universal City Walk IMAX Theater, and apparently everybody was in town. You had distributors, Nicolas Cage, Kaylee Spaney, and a ton of others in attendance for this, and Deadline actually wrote a bit about it as well, so we're going to talk about everything we know now and when exactly could we be seeing this film that is just described as an epic. Before we get any further into that, we are crowdfunding our own film because independent cinema is alive and well, so make sure you guys check out our link in our description and check out more about that as well. Really would appreciate any help. We are less than 2,000 subscribers away from 30,000, so make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. But let's get into Megalopolis, which took over $120 million, a whopping budget for sure. And Francis Ford Coppola actually did it by getting a credit line and selling a vineyard. I believe that's what I read. So definitely taking a big gamble on themselves. And this isn't the first time the filmmaker does this, according to the article, which talks about Apocalypse Now and how Francis Ford Coppola took that to Cannes when nobody else believed in it. And of course, now it is one of the classics. So let's talk about Megalopolis and what we learned from this Deadline article. According to this, the person who wrote for Deadline actually said they watch this. They say he covers complex themes in a remarkably brief 2 hours and 13 minutes, not including credits. The destruction of a New York City like metropolis after an accident brings clashing visions of the future. On one side, an ambitious architectural idealist Caesar, who is played by Adam Driver. On the other hand is his sworn enemy, City Mayor Frank Cicero, played by Giancarlo Esposito. The debate becomes whether to embrace the future and build a utopia with renewable materials, or take a business-as-usual rebuild strategy, replete with corruption and power broker. In between their struggles is the mayor's socialite daughter, Julia, played by Natalie Emanuel, a restless young woman who grew up around power and is looking for meaning in her life. So the film has a cast that includes John Boyd, Lawrence Fishburne, Aubrey Plaza, Shia LaBeouf, Chloe Fenman, Catherine Hunter, Dustin Hoffman, D.B. Sweeney, Jason Schwartzman, Bailey Ives, Grace Vanderwall, and James Remar. Person says they are all remarkably good and bring a complex tapestry to life. According to the reporter, Coppola actually delivered a mission statement of sorts, and we shall read it right now. It says, "Dear friends, as heard from me before, I believe in America. If I could leave you one thought after you see my new film, it would be this. Our founders borrowed a constitution, Roman law, and descended for their revolutionary government without a king, so American history could neither have taken place nor succeed as it did without classic learning to guide it." Apparently it had a standing ovation and everything, and now they are trying to figure out what comes next. Many people believe and theorize that this would actually go to Cannes, and that could still be a possibility. Cannes has not announced their lineup or anything like that, but according to the reporter, they want to find a distributor first, so we could either see it going to Cannes or to Venice probably. So very, very exciting stuff right there. I mean, Cannes would just make a lot of sense when you consider Apocalypse Now going to Cannes and then becoming the huge hit and getting the Palme d'Or, all of that. So we definitely could be hearing an announcement pretty soon about a distributor and all that. So I'm very curious to see, because I really do love what I'm hearing about this film. I really am getting more excited for it. I know many of us were not sure what to think, especially hearing that Francis Ford Coppola was funding a film all on their own, no studio, no nothing, no distributor, just making a film because they want to make the film and they didn't want anybody to get in or butt in. They just wanted to make this story, and apparently it's been 20 years in the making, so I'm pretty sure that this has definitely been one of those movies that is just going to be timeless, especially if everything is right that this reporter's saying who watched the film today. So very excited for what the future could hold for us with Megalopolis, and just an interesting premise, a outstanding cast, and I'm very curious to see what we hear as major distributors were there watching the film as well, because I think we're about to get a hopefully pretty good rollout for this film. And you know, whether it goes to Cannes or Venice, I think that the eyes are going to be at either festival, and I think all of these festivals are also thinking, pick me, pick me because it's Francis Ford Coppola, a self-funded film, a lot of buzz around it. They are definitely wanting this film to be premiering at their festival. So, but let's talk more about it as well as we get more details. So make sure you are subscribed to us here so you know when those drop. We will be talking more about it as we get news and all of that because, like I said, it's one of our most anticipated films of the year. Hopefully it comes out this year. That's one of the things too. I believe if it comes out of Cannes, we could definitely get a good window, but I really feel like this could go for a Christmas type release, especially considering the fact that it's Francis Ford Coppola, and I really believe big directors love to release around Christmas time just because everybody's out and about, and one of the things to do on Christmas Day is just go watch some movies for sure. So very much so could see this being released during Christmas, in my opinion, but we'll see. Anyways, we are funding our own film as well, so make sure you go check it out in the description down here, and make sure you follow us on all our other social medias, whether it's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, as well as our website, www.culturelixer.com. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers, less than 2,000 to go for that, so super excited to finally hit that goal, which we've been trying to hit since Sundance, so hopefully we're able to hit that pretty soon. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Like I said, we are on the road to 30,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about Megalopolis, if you're excited or if you're not. And make sure you always follow us. And I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.